I'm just listening to Dr. Tom because he was like my boss in OVW and was funnier than shit. Their office, they never told me not one thing to do. So
that was let me just stop you there real quick and tell you why. They actually, I say they because I was supposed to be over it and JR never really told me what they wanted. So JR and Cornette had a great relationship, obviously.
mm-hmm.
And Jimmy had laid it out what he wanted to do. So that was the reason. Thank God at that time when JR was in charge, he let everything run the way it was running because you're getting talent out there. Then the changes started happening, and it was a change felt by everybody in the sense that look, this is my vision, and this is Vince's vision. Well, no, Vince left the vision to JR and talent relations and let him do his deal. And then JR moved to whatever he moved on to, or either got fired or whatever it was, and then he got another guy in there, and now they think they have to direct and have to give you directions. I equate it to Washington, D.C. running the war in Vietnam. You don't have any idea what it's like on the ground. You don't know the landscape. You're not there on a daily basis. Let these guys do what they do best. Let it happen, and you'll see what happens. Proof was in the pudding. Proof was in the results, and you guys turned out great results, dude. When I went down, I watched the class first time. I want to say I was blown away, but it's not that at all. It wasn't that I was blown away. It was I was over. It was in fact under promised, over delivered is how I looked at it. So, okay, we're doing a great job down here, but it wasn't just a great job. It was a spectacular job because I saw the vibe. I heard the feedback. So it was one of those things that going to in the first building, Davis Arena, that dilapidated warehouse, you had to love this business to want to go there. Even these guys like Shelton and Brock and Batista, Messina, they went to this shithole. It really was just a broken out building and cold in the wintertime, hot in the summertime. If you didn't love this business, you weren't going to last. And that put you through it. That's what I thought you had to go through as well. Man, don't give them the shiny, nice, glitzy, sterile building right off the bat. See if they can live in the dirt and the grime and appreciate what they have. Have a little more be more grateful for being there. And as Rip said earlier, it's a privilege to be in this business. It's a privilege to do what you want to do. And what guys like Rip actually went through, going up and down the roads, having to eat, having to eat whatever they could eat, staying in the great shape they did, the sacrifices. And when you give them just right off the bat, you give someone a clean, beautiful, sterile new arena, new building, whatever it is, and the locker, your own locker with your name on it and all that stuff. No, man. You bring your gym bag, you sit it down by the chair, you get in the ring, you start working. And that built, I built, I thought, for a couple of reasons: building character and building appreciation. And once you get past that, then you get to go to the major leagues, and that is a philosophy I adhered to, and I think JR did too, and I know that all those guys in OVW did too. And that's why I thought it was one of the best developmental systems they had at that time, because it was a cohesive unit. And Danny, Rip, and Jimmy all worked well together. You could see it when you were there. You understood they took it seriously, but at the same time, people enjoyed it when they were there. They enjoyed the training. They enjoyed, I mean, not always getting yelled at, but I yell too. We all yell. If you don't yell, I don't think you're passionate. My opinion. If you're just going to go, oh no, it's okay. You go right ahead and move on. Oh, that was wonderful, John. I think it was great. No, just because you landed on your head doesn't mean you're a failure. It's okay. Go ahead. I'm not going to show you how to do it right. I'm not going to tell you how to do it right. You just go ahead. No, and that's not how it was. No, what the hell are you doing? Let me show you. You da ba ba and you da ba da and you ba ba ba. You know, and I hate when people do that, but at the same time, it made sense because you go sabada, burn of fans. Nobody understands what that is these days. And nobody understands how to make that connection, how to, again, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Rip's not everybody's cup of tea. Jim Cornette certainly isn't everybody's cup of tea. But that's okay because we're not only serving just one flavor. It's different. And without that difference, you get cookie cutter, in my opinion. So you have the guys, and Rip was giving guys an opportunity to be unique, and he would see the uniqueness in them, be able to spot it. And that's what a good coach does too. I don't want to run live events. Rip would run live events and also be able to watch talent in that environment and be able to pick out things that I wouldn't see. Then I would pick out things that maybe somebody else wouldn't see. But it's all wrestling. It's all ice cream. It's just different flavors and different ways of doing it. And if you get guys who go up there doing it, no, we're doing it just this way. Well, then where's your creative freedom? Where's your ability to create anything new or different anyway?
Yeah, when you came down to OVW a couple times and trained, and you gave us the ice cream analogy. I was actually in your class for a few times, and that's the first time I heard the ice cream analogy. You said it back then 20 years ago, so I think that's definitely awesome. And then on Rip's side, we have former OVW people on here all the time, and it's always Rip's thing was get the fuck out of the ring. So he was famous for that. So we always ask people when they come on here, did you ever get the fuck out of the ring from Rip? And that always brings up some good stories on it.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, it was get out so you could pay attention. Please pay attention because obviously you weren't paying attention before. So get out, watch, retain it, and get back in.
Yeah, big gold and a billfold, so swole that I can't get the shit closed. So I money fold and rubber band wrap, and when it pops.